diagram below. Segment EY is a median of triangle RET. Find the following. Again, let me take the time, and as you're looking down in the paper, you can see some vocab review down here. We need to know what altitude means. We need to know what median means. We need to know what perpendicular bisector means. We need to know those words. If we know the words, then we can solve these problems. And median and midpoint go together. So in this particular problem here, it says EY is a median of triangle RET. That means that this point, Y, is a midpoint. And if we look a little bit more closely, RY is 2Z minus 1. If you don't like writing Z, write X. And TY is 4Z minus 11. So if you wrote X before, don't write Z now, write X. But we want to find the value of Z. But knowing that the median hits at the midpoint, we're going to take 2Z minus 1 and set it equal to 4Z minus 11. Solve it the way your Algebra 1 teacher taught you. And I'm going to subtract 4Z from both sides. I'd like to move my letter to the left. And we get negative 2Z minus 1 equals negative 11. And then we're going to add 1 to both sides. So we end up here with negative 2Z equals negative 10. And then solve for Z. We're going to divide both sides by negative 2. And Z equals 5 when we divide negative 2 divided by negative 10. So there's part A of that particular problem. Same picture here, some different information. This time it says if RY equals 15x minus 1. So now I have to erase this. RY equals 15x minus 1. And TY equals 3x plus 23. We want to find the measure of RT this time. So we want to find the entire length here of that side of the triangle RET. But we can start by figuring out the value of x. And we're going to set it up the same way that we set the last one. Because, as I take a look back at the triangle here, what we know is that EY is the median, so Y is still the middle value of that part of our triangle. And now we're going to solve. We're going to subtract 3x from both sides. And we get 12x minus 1 equals 23. Add 1 to both sides. And we get 12x equals 24. And divide both sides by 12. So x equals 2. But in this particular problem here, part B, it doesn't say figure out what x is, although we need to know what x is to solve this problem. We want to figure out what does RT equal. And the nice thing is if we figure out what RY equals, well, RY equals 15x minus 1. What we're going to do is we're going to take this value of 2, like we've done on a previous problem, and we're going to put that in for x. So we get 15 times 2 minus 1, which is 30 minus 1, which is 29. So RY, segment RY equals 29. And the thing is, even though technically you don't have to figure it out, let's look and make sure here. Let's do the 3x plus 23. Let's figure out what TY equals. And TY equals 3x plus 23. Once again, we're taking this value of 2 and we're putting it back there. N for x. And I am doing this problem a little bit the long way, just so you can see what happens. 3 times 2 plus 23, well, that gives us 6 plus 23. And sure enough, what we see is that ty equals 29. But ultimately what we're looking for is we're looking for the entire length here, which I have in blue. I'm going to write it in red now. We want to figure out what RT equals. So RT is going to be determined by taking the 29 plus the 29, and we get 58.